Well, thank you. Well, I'm here with Custard Prophet in his new academy. So, Custard, back in tennis, how does it feel?
It's awesome to be back doing what I love.
Some people have questioned your ability to lead this academy. They've accused you of not having a solid knowledge of tennis. What's your response to them?
Look, I may be lacking in knowledge. I may be tactically naive and don't really understand the rules of tennis fully. I might not even understand how to put spin on the ball and, why you might want to do that. But, wait, sorry, what was the question again?
That you lacking the ability to lead this academy.
Well, those viral bottle flip videos? I actually did that the other day. I mean, that takes some skill, doesn't it? I've done that. That's got to count for something, surely.
Well, your academy infrastructure, looking around, is a little bit lacking. The buildings are falling down. The toilet is a hole in the ground. Is this all a problem?
Well, to be honest, I find that a little bit rude. We don't need electricity every day to run an academy, and so what if things are a little bit run down? It'll be fine. As long as we've got a tennis court with not too many potholes to practice on, that's all that matters. And, I'm almost certain that we are going to be getting investment into the academy very soon. The owners have assured me that this will happen.
So, what can you tell us about your new protege, Taps McGeegan?
He's got all the attributes to go a long way. I mean, he's got a car for one. The whole team is very, very excited about his potential, and he also makes a really good omelette, which is important too.
Thanks for your time, Custard.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Well, hello folks, welcome to our Tennis Manager 2024 playthrough, our Let's Play. And we're just going to quickly set up our academy, set up our player, Taps McGeegan, as was introduced to you. And then just in this video, we're just going to get things ready. And then in the next video, we will be playing our first tournament. So, exciting times. Let's dive into this new career. Of course, we are going to go on extreme difficulty. Everything is going to be basically as hard as we can make this. Right then, put my details in, I'll get back to you. Right, there we go. I look remarkably like Sam Allardyce. I don't understand how that's happened, but we can import things into the game. Oh man, I don't know why that's so funny. Right, let me say. So this is our manager, and if it's Sam Allardyce, it's going to be completely incompetent management. I think we want a reasonable ability to actually train things, so we are going to have him as a solid experience. We're going to do it as a strategist. We're going to keep things exactly the same here. We're not going to start out as a national team manager. I want to be able to try and do that myself. I'm yet to manage it, so let's see how that goes. Right, on to the next one. So we are creating an academy. Of course we are. We don't have a logo, but if you want to make a logo, I don't know if I can actually add it after the event, but if you want to make a logo for the academy, you can do that. But we are going to be picking this one because it looks awesome. And of course, we are calling it the Custard. We're calling it Custard Tennis. Slightly different from the last one, the Custard Tennis Academy, but it is the way. It's Custard Tennis. It feels a little bit more just like that. Right, we're going very hard here. This is probably a mistake. We're very hard. We're starting from zero, so there's as little as we can. As you can see, we're making less money than we're actually bringing in. And if you remember last time in the last series, we had to wait an entire year for our board to actually put some money in to then allow us to get our income high enough to be able to do something. So it's a bit difficult. Right, let's go and create Taps McGeegan. Right, so we're going to set him up like this. So we're going to make him loyal because obviously we want him to stay in the academy. We want him to start every match with less stress, so making him relaxed, so that's pretty good. And the player's listening skills will help him get along naturally with her staff. I think we're going to have the progress on random, but I think we have to have real potential, don't we? Otherwise, it's going to be a waste of time if he's going to be crap. So let's set it up that he's going to be good. He is going to be 6'2". I think that's about right. Not too tall, because we made that mistake last time, and not too heavy. We're setting him up as a top spin baseline. I want to make use of spin this time round. We've done a volleyer. We've done a sort of a more battler at the back of the court. We want this, and we just leave it as it is suggested there. So as you can see, Taps is a little bit of a he's been sunburnt. It looks quite good with the white, doesn't it? I mean, dear God, yeah, I think you have to have it with white. A headband, yellow headband, surely. There we go. Oh, that's good. How you doing, Taps? So we're just starting out with Taps. He's only got 2.5 star potential, which is interesting. Even though we had him on Legendary. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that is. But, we're going to do our best by Taps McGeegan. We'll take him as far as we possibly can. Right, let's dive in. So, this is kind of a nice little screen here where you can really kind of highlight the people you start with. But we're starting with just Taps. There he is. There he is. Wasn't Taps have a picture? So, welcome. New appointment for Custard Tennis. It's Custard Prophet. And Taps McGeegan tells us he has high hopes. So, very excited to be here. Very excited. Okay, let's have a little look around the academy. Who have we got in the academy? So, let's have a look at what Taps looks like at this point and what the academy looks like at this point. I mean, the scouting is already at 2.5 star, which is fascinating. So I wonder, depending on what you set out the academy as, whether that affects it if you're starting from 0. So here he is. So his primary tactic at the minute is top spin from baseline. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to trying to get his spin up as quickly as we can. We want to get his physicals up as quickly as we possibly can. And obviously we need him to be strong from the back of the court. So thinking about his serve, return, and forehand, backhand, those sort of things. We've also got the top spin, so underspin, which presumably is slice spin. Not 100% sure. I didn't know it was called underspin. And I'm not sure what these ones, whether we need to worry about these. Ability to control their shots in a defensive situation. Reflects the ability to control their set shots in the offensive situation. Right. So, that's fine. Oh, interestingly, his potential is now higher than it was. So, okay, so let's go and have a look at the tournaments that he's going to be playing in, and we'll sort those things out. Okay, so initially he's going to be playing at the lowest level. We'll go straight in for this tournament here in Belgium. There, and then we give him a break. Week on, week off is what I think we'll do. So that's probably better to go there. I don't think there's any sort of issue with travelling at this point. I don't think travelling costs anything, which is an interesting thing they could put into the game. So now we've got up to boys 60 there. I don't think we'll be able to. We could try and go in the qualifiers for that though, couldn't we? Just realised there is no qualifiers for these young bucks. So that's what we've got. So we've got some tournaments potentially lined up, all at the lowest possible level, apart from this one. And this is just if we have the opportunity to get there. So there's lots of opportunity here to develop him in between the tournaments. But we're going to start off in Arlon in Belgium. The draw yet to be made. Right, let's have a look at the academy. So this is what we've got. I don't really like the new graphics here, but I think there might be a reduction in some of the cost of things. So we're starting off. We do have like the basic courts for each of the courts, which is good. We've got a swimming pool, interesting, and we've got the sports HQ. So we're getting 14 grand coming in. We are losing 14 grand a month, and it's not necessarily that you're getting that. So that's a bit of a problem. Medically, we're making a little bit of money here. Physical therapy room and the psychology department, but potentially we could buy in something else just to help us out a little bit, something cheap. And youth and scouting actually doing all right here. We've got 2 in the management structure, 1 in supervision tool, 1 in campus, 1 in sports study program. So we're making a bit of money in this one. And then finally in the business centre, there's plenty of opportunity here to boost things. So the recreational pool is one place where you can just make a little bit of a boost quite quickly, and it's not too expensive. So there's a couple of those that we can maybe focus on early doors trying to get hold of. But yeah, I don't anticipate we're going to be able to do any of that stuff anytime soon. Right, let's have a look at the staff in these various areas. So we have our agent, Tessa Dupay, who is on 2.5 grand a month. So we're going to wait for Taps to get his contract offers. We'll sign those, and then we will kick the agent out of the club. Scout, we'll get rid of our scout for now. I don't think we need him at the minute, so that'll save another 1.5k. I think we have to have our doctor, unfortunately, and we do have 2 trainers, so we probably don't need 2 trainers. So we could get rid of the slightly more expensive trainer, or do we kind of? I mean, it's not a huge difference between the 2. Do we get rid of this guy? So he's good at movement. Is pretty much all he's got, really. This guy's physical. But yeah, you think maybe you keep hold of this guy. He's only slightly more expensive, £300 a month more expensive, but it probably means we will be able to do a little bit better. We are actually quite good, so we're not as good with the physicals, so we can use him there. We're not very good at. We probably need someone to come and be able to train spin shots, don't we? But yeah, so that's kind of where we are at the minute. The medical centre, we have this little section here. So we got reports on this. Nothing really to talk about here. Not really sure what you can do in here yet, but we will find that out. And obviously finances, we are in a little bit of a pickle at the minute, but it's all good. We're gonna focus on, as soon as we get that money in, we'll focus on sorting that out. Okay, so we're going to stop here, and in the next episode we're going to be playing in that first tournament, the Arland tournament. Hopefully we can get a couple of victories in our first match, but it's going to be very, very tough. And I'll show you kind of what we've done, setting up goals and things with the players, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully signed a couple of contracts and just slimmed down the staff. That's the plan at the minute. Give me your thoughts down below. What should we do to make this better? How can we make this quickly into an academy that is going to make some money? Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. See you for the next one. Goodbye.